Hi everybody, Geo Doctor back again here in the office. Just as my second update now to Dr. Cranky on the Bel Aire Styrene contest build. Just wanted to give you a progress update as to where we are. Starting with the chassis today. As you can see, I've decided, and this is the first time I've ever done this, Dr. Cranky, I've gone with aftermarket wheels. I went with 8-point dagger from Pegasus, and the reason I did this is I want to lower the stance, I want to bring this car, I want to slam this car down. And I've changed the rake on the vehicle to be a little more true to a 56. On the box, the car was sitting with the front down and the rear end up. So what I did is I've lowered the shackles to bring the rear end down, and I've actually raised the front end up just about 1/8 of an inch. That's not 1/8 of a scale inch, 1/8 inch on here to bring it up a little bit, because what I'm hoping to do is use a Laker exhaust on the model when it's done. Now, the one thing I did with the engine, I'm going to let my cameraman, my beautiful wife Elaine, she's going to zoom in here to let you see the engine. If you remember, I had two options. The kit came with a 283 small block V8. I did manage to buy a 454 large block, and I thought that would look cool slamming that into here, but instead I decided to go with the small block 283 V8 with the twin turbocharger. The twin turbocharger would have allowed about, in my research, about a 350 horsepower engine. Now we have to remember this is still a very big, very heavy car. You got your dual exhaust coming down here out of the turbochargers to each side. I've put in a parts by part billeted aluminum distributor, as well as the billeted aluminum solenoid. Again, more aftermarket parts. Coming around to the front part of the engine, the oil filler cap has been done. Other than that, and the wiring is done right in the firing order that should be coming off from the distributor to the cylinders of the engine. On top of that, this is pretty much a molded chassis. So I'm trying to keep the colors limited and color coded. The frame is done in a navy blue. Everything else, of course, would be steel at that time. So we're looking at steel mufflers. Unfortunately, we're looking at molded exhaust coming back. So I did paint them steel. Steel gas tank held on with black strapping. I'm using red for the coils and the shocks. Same up front. I've yet to run brake lines, although if you can see at the back of the wheels, these are 17-inch low profile tires, and I've gone with a 15-inch vented disc brakes with the, what I've painted to be a Brembo caliper, the red caliper. Hopefully you can see it somewhere here in the back of the wheel. So that's the chassis so far. Also, the bell housing on the transmission, I happened to find an old bottle of blue metallic, and I just thought, boy, that would set that bell housing off really fine. So that's it for the chassis. Very quickly, I want to give you a quick peek at the finished tub. The tub is finished. I've actually used, we went out to Value Village, spent $2. I got some great material. I've put the material, it's flocked now on the back. The back seat is done with actual material using a fabric glue. I had to fabricate the seat backs because there were no seat backs in the kit. So they've been fabricated, and I flocked them again with the fabric. I made my own set of seat belts using Detail Master aftermarket seat belt clasp, and on the door, if you can see, both window cranks and the door crank are done in Detail Master aftermarket parts. Now I don't know if Elaine can get this shot or not, but there is a CB radio that comes with this kit. It's located right down here in front of where the dash, where you're on the dashboard. I'm sorry, I'm having a mental blank here, but
ashtrays.
Where the ashtray would normally be located is where I had to locate the CB radio. Again, I stuck with the silver horn ring, and the one thing I'm very proud of, if you notice, the dashboard is completely chromed with bare metal foil, and the detail really came out nice, fellas. That's the first time I've ever been able to do that. Okay, so that's the update for now. That's how far we are. From here on in, Dr. Cranky, we're going to be doing the outside of the car, and we're going to buff that puppy up as best I can and put these all together. Should be done hopefully in the next week or so. So for now, this is the Geo Doctor saying peace to you all, much love, good health to you and your families. Talk to you later. Bye guys.